But then you need to tell the reader, if you get this data, what you expect and what it'll mean. A common mistake in strategy that I alluded to, you'll list all the things you're going to measure. You will do Western, dental cytometry, examine cell death, do calcium flux experiments, cascade, on and on. You make this list and think, I will understand everything about how these cells, how the system works. Okay, so you're trying to be global. This would be like in an AIM-1. You're trying to be global, and you're going to measure all this stuff. But you know what the reader thinks? They think, well, why are they doing all this stuff? What's the critical information that each one of those things that they're going to do provide? What will it mean once they get the data? So just this week, I was reviewing a young person's grant, and they listed 10 different transcripts they were going to measure. And I'm like, well, why are you measuring each one of those? And they go, well, basically I can measure them. And I'm like, well, that's not an economy of doing the experiment. An economy is biggest bang for the buck, right? And so if you can get the same information by measuring 3 transcripts, why would you measure 10 unless they're going to tell you more information? You see what I mean? So you want to make sure that if you're going to make a litany, a list of things to do, that it makes sense, that it's meaningful to do those things. So what you need to do instead, make a strategy to find out an answer. Perform those critical experiments that will tell you the answer, and then convince the reader that what you propose is a critical experiment. In other words, I'm going to measure this stuff. This is what I expect to find.